I don't know how to start this video. I want it to be a flow. So we just keep flowing like this. People are almost like as if it was by force. It was by force now. That's by. I really hope this is the last part of the video because more I've been recording since Friday, Saturday, and today is Sunday. I don't know if I'm the only one that have weird ideas when I'm cooking, but well, the ideas just come. So I was cooking and I had already decided I was going to start a YouTube channel. And then I was cooking and I just finished my exam and this idea just came. How about you do a video from Ilorin back to Ogun State while explaining the concept of everything is design, design is everything. That our daily plan was going to be the first topic I was going to discuss on this YouTube channel. So you know what? Let's go. I'm not sure how the video is going to be, but let's do it. I don't know how to start this video. That's just the truth. I don't know how to start this video. I don't know whether I'll say, hi, this is Daniel, or hello, this is Daniel, or I don't just know. But the thing is, this is my YouTube channel, and I really want it to be very free. I want it to be a flow. I don't want it to be so orderly like most creators on YouTube actually make their videos. I actually like the Curtis style. I've been watching Curtis since 2022. I've been watching her videos since 2022, and I've always loved the flow, the style, the way it goes, the way everything is just. It's just the flow. I felt like that's where the name self came out from. Flow with Curtis, where she meets different celebrities. She met Rema, Thames, Area Star, and all of them, Bella Shmunda, and the flow is always there. So I guess I actually like her style. The funny thing is, I'm still camera shy, but let's just do it regardless. You know the way they say it: do it tired, do it shy, do it afraid, do it ashamed. Just make sure you do it. Just make sure you do it. Just make sure you do it. You show up like Salem will say. So I had this idea. Everything is design, and design is everything. And then I thought about it because I'll actually be traveling to Lagos tomorrow or in a few days from now, not really sure when. So what I want to do is I'll film myself from Ilorin here to Lagos. And while filming, I see interesting things on the road. I'll film it to, probably go interview people on the road and just make it a fun time while still explaining the concept of everything is design. Design is everything to you. So you know what? Let's just flow. Right. Yeah, let's flow.
If you're a creator, please get your own house. I wanted to try recording here even with my tattered hair, but this woman came and ruined it.
There's this way people used to say, yes, ma.
Again, my mom come and ruined this voiceover.
I'm so tired right now, but then I remembered something. So we just keep flowing like this. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to call it. Lifestyle. I don't even know what it's going to be called. Sha. But then I just keep flowing like this. So now, everything is design. Design is everything. You agree with me that everything in this world has a particular design to it. Like by everything, I mean everything. Everything have a design to it. Everything have a way of functioning to it. Even the stuff, even the thing that in quotes we say does not have an orderly way it function. That is the way it functions. In other words, that's the pattern it functions. If we say, okay, this is the way this function, this is the way this function, this is the way this function, but this doesn't function in this way, this doesn't have a specific design of its own, then it means that state of not having a specific design of its own is the state of its design. You agree, right? So everything have a function. Everything. Design is everything. Everything is design.
not just arts now, right from when we were in secondary school. Then they will always say science students, art students, commercial students. And then they felt like the art students were the only one that were designing, and the science students were whatever they call them, they were doing. I'm not being biased. And the commercial, they believe they were the one that's, we're handling the money and everything. But the actual truth is everybody's designing something. Everybody's designing something, or everybody is sustaining a design. Everybody's sustaining a design. The science, the chemistry, the physics, the everything. There's a particular way, there's a particular intrinsic way it functions in, and that's design. That's art. So actually, let me be a little petty. Let me be a little petty. When we were in secondary school, and then the science student, I was a science student myself, and I think I kind of hate myself for it because come on, why? What was I looking for there? Art is art. Art is what it's meant to be. And the science students, we are looking down on the art students, and then they'll be like, this, that. You are doing this, you are doing that. We are the one that is this, we are the one that is that, we are the one that is doing life problem. You people are too simple, you people are just playing, you people are just doing, you people are just mixing, you people are just, playing, you people are just dancing, you people are just singing. And the thing is, art, what we do, art, creativity, without creativity, without innovation, without building, without creating, without bringing out, without the conceiving of ideas, right from that conceiving of ideas to when ideas will become, without that, it's not possible for them to have what they have. Yes, it's not possible for any science innovation to have been found without creativity. Creativity is the bedrock of everything. I say that with every ounce of what again, what's the word, of confidence. Yes, that's in me, that creativity is the bedrock of everything. Creativity is the reason they are able to think innovatively and bring out an innovation and say, oh, the physics of this is this and that and that and that. This is meant to be this. The chemistry, this, when we mix this together, we get this reaction. Everything is creativity. Everything is creativity. So everything is design. Design is everything. There's a design that has to follow it. The parabolic motion in physics, the reactions in chemistry, the in the tech world, in the engineering world, in every world, everything is design. Design is everything. Now let's just continue the journey. Another concept of design being everything is the fact that the design of a community determines how the people there will live. Look around right now. I'm in a rural place, and the way people act here in this rural place is definitely different from the way they will act in somewhere urban. You won't expect people living in Lekki or people living in Banana Island to act the same way people here are acting. Yeah, you see people acting, you see children shouting around, walking around, grass is everywhere. But when you are living in somewhere like Banana Island, if your match is finished, for God, you will buy another matches. You will not go and borrow matches from your neighbor. So that's because of the design. So the design constricts the way something else. So, we'll continue going, continue doing. Peace out for now. Yes, I also enter Keke. Don't worry, I also have big money. It's Lambo I'm gonna be carrying, man. So, I started getting prepared to leave Ilorin. At this moment, I started recording inside the bus. A lot of people were looking at me like, Kilo Shile. But you know what? I don't care, okay? Don't say like, I actually cared, but we gotta do it regardless.
Okay, now, and the thing is, when we talk about design, it's not just graphic design. It goes more than graphic design. Deep, deep way into this. For example, now this mic that I'm holding, using to speak now.
before it was made. The people that work on it had to see a prototype. For example, now I came up with the idea of, okay, I think we should have something that we can use to talk you know apart from just shouting, something that can amplify the voices since we have to reach more audience. Then I'm the owner of the idea. The stuff is just in my head. I will need much more people to execute it out. I will need the 3D printer to work on it, the 3D to do that, 3D to do this. So to do that, it has to be designed first. Everything started as a design. The fact sef that it is amplifying voices, it is speaking just my voice and not every other stuff that is making noise around there, is an obvious evidence that is a design that was made. So it goes beyond graphic design. So it goes deeper into that. The other one I was talking about how the way a community is designed will determine the kind of people that will be in the community. The way a place, urban areas, there are something. See, even if you are a village person, you reach urban areas, you drop your village character down. Why? Because you know that instantly there is a whole new design and culture set in this place. That's why culture is designed. That's how culture is designed. So everything is designed. Everything has to be designed, from the houses to the clothes you are wearing to to what you do, even the way you do. Even if you say you are not a design person, every day you dress, every day you pick up a certain kind of clothes to dress, you are designing, because you're actually designing your personality to be seen in that way. Like TG Omori now, TG Omori started dressing, just the awkward and different kind of way, and then people started taking him as that kind of person that, that this guy is cool, this guy is giving the Ote kind of vibe. So every day you deliberately do whatever it is you are doing. You are designing your personality, you are designing your perception, you are designing the way people see you, you are designing the way people see the things you do. So everything is design. Design is everything.
We've been waiting inside this bus for past 2 hours, more than safe. And it's actually funny how Ilorin people used to carry load whenever they are traveling. Someone literally carried ram inside the bus, live ram. As I was talking in this video, there was hen under my leg. They also carried hen, they kept it under my leg. Another person carried Okada from Ilorin to Ogun State, my people. I'm tired. Finally, the bus moved. Let me tell you a secret. At this point, actually, I was almost considering giving up on the video and just scraping everything. But what's the fun? The fun in it is putting it in this voiceover that I almost gave up on the video, but no, I didn't. You guys are watching the video now. You know, everything they said about the Nigerian police is just so real. Police stopped us here, and guess why they stopped us? They stopped us simply because of the man is refusing to give them money. And finally, they let us go after threatening to give an innocent citizen slap. And everybody in the bus had to get on to beg them, except me, of course. I will never beg a pompous police in my life. It's crazy in this part of the world, honestly. People old enough to be my elder brother, elder sister, we are so desperate to just get me to buy whatever it is they thought they were selling. Desperation, I know there is the settings for this country.
I want to buy what I know what to buy. It's not part of the game, I'm just saying it. Let me just buy it. You know, when I come back here years later to come and watch this, I'll see this and remember that it happened. All this bad road in Nigeria will not make somebody video well.
There was a masquerade celebration here. I was not able to get any shots of the masquerade, so I just got shots of the sites instead. You know the way yellow buses are a signature in Lagos? Ibadan also have their own signature with these red, small, ugly buses. Ew.
Like right now, yeah, this petrol station in Abeokuta and fuck. I'm tired already. I don't think I will do any video where I'm talking again. I'll just continue using voiceovers. Yay, my leg!
Okay, voiceovers to the rescue. So we've said everything so far. 1. Design is the basis of functionality. 2. Design determines behavior. 3. Design is the bedrock of creation. This is Lafarge. I don't know if it is the biggest cement depot in Nigeria, but it's actually very, very big. It's like an empire on its own. Although Lafarge brought development to Ewekoro side in Ogun State, but still, places like a shell of its own now. There's cement everywhere. You literally bath in cement while walking there.
I know I said I will talk like that, but I can't help it. I don't know if my voice is going to be audible like this. So another thing design does is design determines experiences. Whether an experience, like by saying experience, I mean experience that we as humans have with technology, experience that we as humans have with advancements, phone, apps, game that we play, and for everything we do, like on this our phone, design determine how good the experience is going to be. Whether you find it as a good experience or you find it as a bad experience, that's the work of design. Still no good stay by the way. They traveling. Fuck. See how catching the load. Some people can carry the whole of their house simply because of their traveling from Ilorin to Ogun State. Can you see how big that is? Let me see. See, like someone literally carried a bike, a fucking bike, from Ilorin to Lagos. This isn't audible, then I'll do a voiceover and use the voiceover for it. I don't think I can be fixing the mic now, I'm fucking tired. But it's part of the experience. I hope you have a good time while you're watching this video. I'm home. See my beautiful mommy. I'll continue the video tomorrow. The video that we started. Mommy, say hi to the camera.
Hi.
Woke up, I don't know, a few hours ago. This is Sunday. Sunday, I don't even know the time, but all the time in the edit. So been shooting since Friday. I still trying as much as possible to explain. So I'm about to go get my baits now. Get my baits, set up, make a proper setup, and finalize the video. Why? Making points of everything I've been saying over the past. Is it 2 or 3 days? I don't even know. But more, even this video turns out to be nonsense, I'll still post it. I've been shooting for. Look, the session is the effort. I've been shooting for 3 days. 3 days, fam. I'm posting. Yes, I'm posting.
Okay, so on to the last. I really hope this is the last part of the video because I've been recording since Friday, Saturday, and today is Sunday. So to wrap everything up, let me just give points of, just like I said I will give. Let me just give points. So from Friday, talking about this, I think I've listed some things out. The existence for since we are doing a whole lot of things, experience the traveling and all that. You don't really pick anything out of this video, and I don't want that to happen. So I've said design is the bedrock of every innovation. We are using the science student to explain that even in science, even in commercial, even in every other stuff, whatever it is they do, that art, creativity, creating, designing is the bedrock of it, because there's always an intrinsic way to it. So that was the first one, and I can't really remember them in there. In their way, the truth is I was trying to cram it before I filmed this, but I cannot just. So let me just I'll just pick it up from my head. So another thing I said is design determines behavior. The design of the kind of place you are, design of the kind of people you are around, the way you've curated your experiences, the way you've curated your community will determine how you behave. Just like I made the example, you cannot be in an estate, you are cooking, your match is finished, and then you go and borrow matches from your neighbor. No, it's not possible. The design of that place was designed to be seen as exquisite and to be seen as everybody is rich enough to be able to provide independently for themselves. So those kind of things will only happen in the village or in rural areas where you just see people coming together. They can even come and cook their food finish. They come and cook it finishing at their neighbor's house. So design determines experience. Another thing I said is design. Oh Jesus, let this come. I'll get this part out. Another thing I said is design influences experience. The way we humans have interaction with the social world, with the tech world, when we use app, when we use websites, whatever it is that we use, design influence how we experience them. Design influence how we have that one-on-one interaction with them. The website, everything is designed. So now continue from there. I don't know if I said any of that stuff. Continue from there. Now design communicates. Just like I've explained, that when we talk about designing is way more than every other thing that happen. Designing is way more than graphic design. Designing is way more than website design. Designing is way more than UI UX design. Designing is way more than that. Designing goes into everything about life, the intrinsic of everything, the patterns in our DNA, nature, the way it flow. There's this stuff they call permaculture. Permaculture is the way one part of nature balances another part of nature, and the reason that part has to be in that side so another part of nature can be balanced. That's permaculture. So the permaculture of the universe self makes it and explain that nature is design. Nature is design. So design, now what I want to say now, design is communication. The way we communicate, the kind of way you tailor your design, the colors you choose to use, the fonts you choose to use. Now I'm talking about the graphic design aspect, the visual design aspect, the graphic design, the illustrations, the website design, the UI/UX design. That's what I'm talking about now. They communicate. Everything you choose to use, every deliberate word you choose to use, every word you choose to use will influence the way your target audience or the way your audience is going to see it. For example, now let me even drift out of the visual now and jump into a little of physical branding. For example, let's say you're walking on the road, and this one happens in Nigeria a lot. So if you're not from Nigeria and you're watching this, you might not really grab it. Well, you should still be able to grab it, or I'll give an example for yours too. Let's say you're walking on the road and then you pass beside a farm and you see them sew red clothes. They tie red clothes to, maybe there is a farm with corn planted or any other thing planted, and you see them sew red clothes on it. What they are trying to give you is an impression that, okay, this is protected and this is protected with voodoo. Voodoo is charm. Voodoo is Ogun in Yoruba. There is protected with voodoo, and that the farm is off limits. So, and most times the truth is they are just red clothes, like ordinary red clothes. But the moment you see it, even if you are even if you are the kind of person that over time, like me, I've come to, just feel like it's a normal thing, nothing's going to happen, nothing's going to, I can go inside there, I'll take it, and even if it's voodoo, nothing's going to happen with me. I believe I'm that confident. Yes, I do. And I'll say it unapologetically anyway. So even if you are that kind of person, passing there alone and seeing that red clothes will give you, at least you look at it as like, what's this funny thing that these ones are doing? Does it? Design speaks. Design communicates. So if you had seen blue clothes there, you'd have thought about it that, this is weird. What is a blue clothes looking for in this kind of place? If you've seen white clothes there, you might also thought that, oh, maybe it's also voodoo, but the person that did the voodoo is an Ifa member. Ifa is those the traditionalists in Nigeria that believe that they are serving, the Ifa worshippers rather, they believe they are serving a god named Ifa, and Ifa has a color. Just like I said, that see, branding goes deep into the blood of Nigerians, into the blood of Africans. Like, come on, how does all of them have brand color? Shango is red, Ifa is white. All of them just decided and woke up on that, okay, let's make this our brand identity. Unconsciously. So it runs in our blood. So you would have thought that, okay, probably that's an Ifa member. So design communicates. The kind of font you choose to use, every other thing you choose to use, they all communicate. You know what? I think we just end the video here. No, don't pause. This is the first episode. Yeah, my premiere on YouTube. I'm really unsure about everything, but
let's just do it still. Let's just post this still. Let's just make sure we continue doing it. It might not be good, but I promise you the next one will be better. And I'll try as much as possible to edit this to a way you get premium experience. So thank you very much. Remember to subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Subscribe.